What I liked about it was that we were putting people in Auckland, in recognisable landmarks of Auckland, which kind of made the point, that Chinese are a long-standing part of Auckland, so that when people look at it, Aucklanders look at it particularly, they suddenly see their city slightly differently, and that it's actually part of history, and the Chinese have been, involved in that for a very long time.
So we have flashbacks in the comics, so people can kind of see what the city's like now, but also imagine what it may have been like all those years ago. It's quite a strange environment for comics to be in the Auckland Museum, and for me that was part of the reason that I was attracted to the project. Just had the idea of comics being in an institution like this was really exciting. Just a really great chance to break some stereotypes about who Chinese are and what we do and what we like. One of the incidents is my grandfather being robbed in his fruit shop during the war years, where he gets hit over the head with a pistol and the pistol breaks, and because of his hard head, as I've been told. My uncle was one of the founders of Food Town, which has now become Countdown, so it was really nice to be able to relate back to my family and bring to life some of those stories.
For some reason or other, I've always been interested in the First World War, particularly Gallipoli, and so I've always been fascinated by that whole endeavour by New Zealand and the way the boys were sent off and so on, but I had never imagined that any Chinese had gone to it, because I was aware of the service that they'd given for World War II, but I'd never heard about the First World War. So it was kind of interesting how things came together, because last year a book was published called Chinese Anzacs, and in it there were some soldiers featured in there. There was something about the Singh brothers who lived in Grey Lynn, and I thought, oh, that's interesting, and then I promptly forgot about it. And then of course, having access to the museum resources, I was actually able to then say, okay, let's go and have a look at the Singh brothers. And so I found a lot of information, but the delightful thing about it was a contact with one of the Singh's descendants with an email address. So I emailed this descendant, and that's when I got this mini tsunami of documents and photographs and so on, which I was just able to use with great satisfaction for the story, the war story. So it's a lovely way of bringing all of those experiences and knowledge together, and I think that's, to me, that's one of the most touching comics.